Trisha is looking for a second date update. She went out with a guy named Jake, and we're going to try to help her out. Hi, Trisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm excited to tell you about this.
You what now?
I said I'm excited to tell you about this. I just really hope that I can get some resolution,
Yeah, well, we're excited to hear the story. Why don't we start with how you met Jake?
Well, I met him online, and we talked for about 2 weeks before we met up for drinks. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would do dinner so we could spend a substantial amount of time together, but he was oddly insistent on drinks.
On drinks only? He didn't want to do dinner at all?
Yeah, no, he just wanted to do drinks. And you know what? In the end, it was fine. It's whatever. We hung out for almost 2 hours at the bar, so it still ended up being a nice little chunk of time. And the place wasn't very crowded, so we did have a great conversation. We sat at the bar, as I said. We ate some pretzels. We talked about our families and our jobs. I thought he was interesting. A little shy, kind of awkward at times, but I found that endearing, I actually like my guys more on the shy, quiet side because I have dated a couple of loud guys, who talk way too much, and I just can't handle it.
Okay.
So they were both in sales, and no thank you. So he's a tech guy. That's what I was excited about. And he doesn't like big crowds. He doesn't like a lot of people. That's how I am. So I thought we would make such a good match.
Okay.
I was really excited because we had so much in common. And then when we left, he walked me to my car. He shook my hand, which, again, is
handshake.
Fine. Yeah, I know. But
not even a hug?
This is weird. Like, he doesn't want to eat with you. He's giving you a handshake, but he's also still hanging out with you for 2 hours. Like, that is odd, I think.
Because an hour into it, I would have been like, we need to eat.
Yeah. Well, she said they had pretzels, so maybe that's the extent of the food.
Eating to me, but
it's not eating to me either, to be honest. But it turned out, I really enjoyed him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I told him I had a really nice time, and I'd love to hear from him. And he said that'd be great. So here I am. I haven't heard a word from him.
A handshake, and that'd be great.
I got the impression that he enjoyed himself as much as I did. Maybe not, because I did text him a few times, and I haven't heard from him.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
This is weird.
Something is afoot.
Like, we got a high tolerance for weird on Second Date Update. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, people are weird.
But also, people are shy. Like, I remember when I first started dating, I didn't want to do dinner. I wanted to just commit to the drink or coffee in case you were weird. And then I had an easy out. And even if I spent 2 hours, I was like, oh.
Right. But I guess, and this is my point, and maybe, Trisha, you agree with me, that if drinks lasted 2 hours and he obviously wasn't in any hurry to get out of there, you would have thought he'd been like, you know what, I'm really enjoying this. Why don't we grab something, or why don't we go sit down someplace?
But maybe he's double checking because he's like, well, I told her I couldn't eat dinner, so I can't say I want to do that. So.
I know I said I just wanted to do drinks, but, now that I've spent some time with you, I would like to sit down and have dinner with you. Are you still open to that?
I think that comes from maturity, and not to say he's immature, but as I said, he is kind of shy. He definitely was introverted.
Yeah.
So I don't know that would have been something that he would have even thought. I don't. Yeah. If I would have suggested it, maybe, but I don't think that he would be like, "Oh, this is going so great. Let's keep it going." Like, he doesn't. I think that's a great idea. Honestly, I would have loved that. I suggested real food in the beginning. So, yeah, I'd have been open to it. But he's just kind of, he's a bit of an introvert. So I really wouldn't expect him to.
So when you were sitting at the bar, were you like running out of pretzels and saying, barkeep, we need more pretzels over here?
No, we were just enjoying ourselves. It was cool.
That's funny. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to call Jake. And we're not going to bust his balls too badly because you warned us he's a little shy and awkward. We know you like him, and we want to try to get your second date. So hang tight, and we'll call him up next. The Second Date Update continues. Trisha met online, and they talked online for a couple of weeks before Jake, I guess, felt comfortable enough to ask her out. And I really appreciate Trisha's outlook on this because she was hoping to have a nice sit-down dinner because it's very conducive to getting to know someone. You're able to talk and connect. But for whatever reason, Jake just wanted to do drinks. Okay. You just want to meet up for a drink or two so that you have a quick exit plan. I get that. But they sat there together for 2 hours, and the only food she had was pretzels. So you would have thought at that point, like if he wasn't in any hurry to leave, you would have said, you know what, why don't we just grab something to eat since we're here? Or go someplace.
And 2 hours is a long time.
Yeah. And, this poor woman is eating nothing but pretzels and full of vodka or whatnot. But she liked him. He seemed very nice, a little shy, smart, interesting guy. I guess he works in tech. A little awkward, but you found that endearing, right, Trish?
I did. I think that shyness is a great quality. I like to bring guys out sometimes, but it's also nice to just sit and, talk quietly or whatever. As I said, I've dated really loud guys in the past, and it's just not for me.
Right. So at the end of the day, he walks her back to her car. He shook her hand. She said, I'd love to see you again. And he said, that'd be great. Never contacted her. She texted, no response. Here we are. Did I leave anything out important?
No, you hit all the marks.
Okay, you want to call him up? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hello?
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
Hey there. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you, man?
I'm sorry, it's who?
My name is Jeff, and I'm with the Jeff and Jenn Morning Show on Q102, and I got Rich and Tim here. We're all here.
Hello.
Okay. This is a little bit unexpected. What's up?
Nothing. We just wanted to say, hey, we spoke to a mutual friend. She mentioned your name and was talking about what a great guy you are and how much she enjoyed your company. I guess you guys went on a date recently. You guys got drinks and enjoyed some pretzels together, and she's just very impressed with you. And
You talking about Trisha?
yes. She said you two seemed to have a lot in common, and we were asking about whether or not there was any shot of a second date. She said, I don't know, because he's not returning my texts.
Yeah. I mean, I don't date very much, right? So it's really not my thing, but I want a relationship, so I guess it's kind of like a necessary evil. Do you know what I mean?
Well, what do you think she's looking for?
Well, look, this is my takeaway, right? Like I only go out with women that I think have like really serious potential, and like we talked for a while, and I really thought that things might be a good match.
Might gel.
It was just, but I was honestly, to be honest, I was just a little bit disappointed with the date.
Disappointed with the date, or disappointed with her?
Disappointed with the date, really. I mean, and a little with her. We didn't. I don't think there was much of a spark there, to be honest. My own devices, like. I stay at home, I read, I study. Like, I want to be an air traffic controller, right? So I study a lot.
Wow.
I stay at home a lot. So I guess I was just looking for somebody to bring me out of that a little bit. And then when we talked, she said things like she likes a good book, she loves to cook, she loves to be a homebody, and that's not what I need. She's really, really nice. Don't get me wrong.
But that's really, what you are. I mean, you're kind of a homebody. You're
right, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for somebody to bring me out of that.
Oh.
It's
What?
easy.
Be careful what you wish for,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I've known guys like you, because I'm not that different from you,
Right.
who have ended up in relationships with lovely, very socially outgoing people, and it's great, but at the same time, it causes a problem. Tim has found him.
You're speaking
you
from
relate-
personal experience, Jeff. I can tell.
Well, yes, exactly. And my point is that can present challenges in the relationship.
Right.
But also, like,
Right.
sometimes when they bring you out of the shell, they're like, oh, my God, she's way too crazy. She's got me out every weekend, and we're going to happy hour, and she's just too nuts. So it's like I don't know if you got to find that within yourself to come out of your shell, to do more things.
I get that. And I think I might have messed up the date also, because I just wanted to go for drinks, and we were in a really nice restaurant, and I kind of almost was like, do you think we should have something to eat? But and then I didn't know how that would have been taken. I don't know.
I think she would have loved it.
In fact, we should do dinner.
I mean, if you were open to it, we would love to send you guys back out to dinner. But let's bring Trisha into the conversation because we have her on the line.
Yeah, I'm here.
So what do you make of the way Jake is approaching this whole thing? It's interesting that he recognizes the fact that he probably needs to get out more often and be more social. He acknowledges who he is and that he needs help in this area, but he doesn't feel like you're the person to do it. How do you respond to that?
I think this is wild. Like, I'd never, ever would have come to this conclusion. You regret not saying, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
It seemed to be a little perturbed that I'm not the exact opposite of you and want to bring you out of your shell. Listen, I like to go out. I was just relating to you. I can do both. That's the good news. I'm not a homebody. I know how to go out with friends. I go out all the time. I go to dinner. I go to concerts. I go to reg games. I love a good party. But I never thought that it was my responsibility to bring you out of who you are. And if we had things in common, wouldn't that be a good thing? Like, I'm supposed to be your mom and your girlfriend? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with using a radio station to do this too. So,
well, don't think of it as a radio station. No, we're
this.
just people talking here. And she brings up a really good point. I mean, I ultimately found a relationship, with my wife where she is also very social. She's very outgoing, more so than I am, but she's also cool with going out and doing her own thing. But she can also hang at home like that. I think that's why it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it sounds like this is what Trisha is presenting here. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, I was willing to do many things. As I said, I'm not like a one-trick pony, but I was relating to you. I found it odd that you only shook my hand. I found it odd that you didn't want to get more than just drinks, especially after we talked for 2 hours. But I didn't hold any of that against you. I just thought maybe you were introverted in your way. Maybe you were just being quiet as you presented yourself. But I was giving you all the benefits of the doubt. And you're just like, oh, she didn't do the exact opposite of what I thought she would do. What?
I mean, listen, if she's not your type and you're not interested,
then let's move on.
Then we get it.
Yeah.
But I would hate for this not to happen over a misunderstanding, and that's all we're trying to do here is make sure that we all know what we're walking away from if we're going to walk away.
But is that what you hear, Jeff, that it's a misunderstanding? Or do you hear I wanted something that I never even shared with this person that I wanted and expected them to know?
Well, that's what I'm asking Jake. Only Jake can answer that question.
I got to be honest with you. I'm happy with walking away from this.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
I'm sorry, Trisha.
That's fine. I'm not. I'm glad I got the truth, though. Thank you for being transparent here, even though we kind of caught you off guard by calling you from the station. So thank you. Appreciate you. Good to know.
It was worth a call, right, Trish?
Yeah, I'd have to say it is. I was just sitting here thinking, was it though? No, it was. Because, again, transparency.
Yeah,
you got answers.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
That was the goal. All right. Well, we appreciate you both coming on Second Date Update. Jake, best of luck to you. That's a high-stress job you're looking to take on, working in air traffic control, man. Good for you.
Thank you.
And, Trisha, best of luck to you as well. Thanks for putting yourself out there.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All that being said, I think he sounded incredibly sexy.
Oh, well.
I like that accent.
I'd love to stay, but I got a sexy accent at home waiting for me.
I got to go land some planes on a numbered runway.
On a hot tarmac.
Yeah.
Is that what we're
Flight
calling it these days?
69, you are clear to land.
Growing up, there was a strip joint near the Detroit Metropolitan Airport called the Landing Strip. It still might be there. I'm not sure.
That's great.
That's a great name for a strip joint.
The landing strip.
Landing strip. I like it.
A lot of big business happened there,
I
I think.
bet.
Big business.
deals went down
Yeah, that's what I
inside
mean,
those
yeah.
walls.
Big something.
Yeah.